Who do you want to do first?
What?
Want to do Drew Brees or you want to do Roger?
Let's do Drew Brees first.
Let's do Drew Brees first.
And then see
all right.
what y'all think of the.
I want to hear what their reaction. We're gonna play it. Hold on. Mute Sean real quick.
Drew Brees comments.
And then I want you guys to.
We want you guys to tell us what you think about the Drew Brees comments.
About what he said. All right, play.
Well, I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our country. Let me just tell you what our country and this world a better place. So every time I stand with my hand over my heart, looking at that flag and singing the national anthem, that's what I think about. And in many cases, it brings me to tears, thinking about all that has been sacrificed, not just those in the military, but for that matter, those throughout the civil rights movements of the 60s, and everyone and all that has been endured by so many people up until this point. And is everything right with our country right now? No, it's not. We still have a long way to go. But I think what you do by standing there and showing respect to the flag with your hand over your heart is it shows unity. It shows that we are all in this together. We can all do better, and that we are all part of the solution. Everyone is looking back.
All right. Well, that was Drew Brees. I'm gonna bring let's bring Elijah back in, and then we'll bring you back, Sean, in a second. Elijah, you heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
What you think about that? Do you think Drew Brees was?
First, we got a question. Is it illegal to burn an American flag?
I believe it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It is.
All right.
My thoughts on it is.
Do you think Drew Brees
my thoughts on it is.
What do you think about what Drew Brees said?
I think
as a black
Drew
in
Brees.
America.
I think Drew Brees shouldn't have said anything regarding the flag, regarding what's going on in this country. I don't think he should have tried to compare the military and what people did for civil rights. They don't go hand in hand. Listen, fuck that flag. I'm just going to be 100% honest. It most likely was even slaves that really helped stitch and sew it. The whole kneeling thing, which I got my own issues about Kaepernick and that, because I'm not even, don't even start on him. But the whole kneeling thing wasn't even about disrespecting the military. You know what I'm saying? It was about the whole social injustice or whatever thing. You know what I'm saying? Taking a stand against that. But the media
changed the narrative.
And Trump changed the narrative. And I also feel like with the Drew Brees thing, they're using Drew Brees as a scapegoat to shift the attention away from the things that are going on, so everybody could point the finger at him like, what the hell is Drew Brees talking about? No different than, when Roger Goodell recently issued the NFL was wrong, people coming at him now.
That's the next thing we're going to get to. We're going to get to that after this.
Roger Goodell.
I'm going to ask you that.
This is the stuff. This is the stuff that the media does. I'm telling you, people got to pay attention.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna bring Sean in.
See what your opinion is.
Let's bring Sean in and see what he thought.
What do you think about that, Sean?
So Sean, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What did you think about Drew and his comments about? What did you think? What did you, as a white American in this country, what did you feel about that?
I think that he probably.
Be honest.
I think Elijah's right. He probably should have never even spoke up on it, and he should have just kept his thoughts to himself. Because I don't even know how he became the so-called spokesman of the NFL or even the white quarterback or whatever the fuck. Like he probably should have just said nothing. But I do think that his comments got taken out of context. He just made a wrong choice of words how he said it, and now he's paying for it. The only way he's gonna come out of this is if he kneels on the field when the anthem gets played. The only way.
You said he'll never disrespect the flag. He'll never disrespect
He'll
the
never
flag.
kneel like
Because
that.
his grandpops that fought for this country like nobody else's grandpa fought for this country and came home to this country and then have the same, freedoms as his grandpops because of their skin color. I can't go in there. This is white pie only. This is white bathroom. You can't drink out that water fountain.
Back of
the fucking bus, Blackie. Like shit like that. That's what happened to our grandfathers, our war hero. They were heroes to us, but this country did not recognize them as heroes. You know what I'm saying? So the flag doesn't mean nothing.
I agree. It doesn't mean anything to me either.
Nothing.
I care less about the flag.
Nothing.
Well, I understand that.
Because it doesn't mean, you know why it doesn't mean anything to me? Because it doesn't stand for everybody. It stands for certain people.
Yes.
It's not liberty and justice for all. Until it means liberty and justice for all, that flag means nothing to me.
We'll hang one out front. Then.
You know what I do to it? I'll drink it off a Budweiser bottle.
Wear it as underwear.
During the 4th of July, and I wear it as underwear, my Budweiser 4th of July boxers. But other than that, that flag means nothing because it's not true. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. It doesn't hold the true meaning of what it was supposed to mean. And until it means that, until things change in this country, that's how I feel.
It's
supposed to mean liberty and justice for all.
It's just a flag.
It's just like the Confederate flag to me. It's a symbol of racism.
All right. Get
now,
on to the Roger Goodell.
Now we're going to hop on that Roger thing. Hold on, Sean. Hold on, Elijah. All right, let's play that Roger.
The National Football League condemn racism. We, the National Football League, admit we were wrong for not listening to NFL players earlier and encourage all to speak out and peacefully protest.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, NFL. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Let's start with Sean this time.
All right, Sean. How did you feel about Roger Goodell?
What did you think about what Roger said? Sean, you're up.
He's just covering his ass.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's the only thing to say. He's just covering his ass. Just like, you think he's not gonna be the commissioner of the NFL because what he said is not going to change anything. It's gonna, he's just covering his ass. That's it.
No.
You can die.
Players more.
No. What he was doing, kind of how I feel like he was just doing what the players wanted him to do, but he didn't honestly mean what he was saying because, listen, he never mentioned Colin Kaepernick's name, never, not once, and. Who started the pro? I'm not saying Colin Kaepernick is a good guy, okay? Not at all, because he has this shit with him. I know some shit about Colin Kaepernick, but that's a different time for a different show. But I know for a fact that he is the one who started the protest,
4
but
years
yet
ago, yeah.
Lost his job. He lost his job. Lost his livelihood.
And now they're praising him
for a peaceful protest, and it takes multiple black people to be killed, but the one that was just so egregious to America, this one, because it was caught on film, was so egregious to America that all of a sudden now the NFL is sorry and backtracking. The reason that Roger Goodell had an issue with Colin Kaepernick, and the reason Colin Kaepernick got fired is because all 32 owners buckled to the pressure of Donald Trump running his mouth about him or other players.
How dare he disrespect the flag?
They're disrespecting our military.
Yes.
They're disrespecting our flag.
When it wasn't about that.
It had nothing to do with the flag, the military, or anything else. All it was a peaceful protest to bring awareness to injustices in this country to minorities and black folks, to black and brown people, as he said it. So Donald Trump changes the whole complete narrative and says, fire their asses. If they don't stand for the flag. Roger Goodell buckled under the pressure and put in a bullshit rule that you have to stand for the national anthem all of a sudden, and the owners went along with it. I guess billionaires, trillionaires.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what they all have in common, that they're all fucking rich.
They stick together. It's a joke. Though.
4 years later, he's sorry for not listening to his players sooner.
So it took George Floyd to get murdered for Roger Goodell to realize that he was wrong for not listening to his players
sooner.
Sooner?
His words.
Really?
Sooner.
Come on, man. He's Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump's in the they scared. The NFL was scared of Donald Trump, plain and simple, and they bowed down and they started punishing their players for peaceful protests, just like Donald Trump punished peaceful protests.
They didn't fire every person that Colin Kaepernick started, but if you remember, he had Eric Reed. He had a couple guys that were doing it with him.
They brought him back. They brought him back a couple years later. Eric Reed got fired as well.
From the 49ers.
Yeah.
But he didn't sit out of football for years though. He didn't sit out of football for years. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You think they're gonna bring Kaepernick back this year?
I don't know. But if I was Kaepernick, I wouldn't even want to play.
I would be shocked. Well, it's either sit him and get nothing, or
he sued. He sued and he won.
Yeah.
He sued and he won. Hold up, let's bring the live in on here. Hold on, Sean.
Or you go back and make millions.
All right, I gotta correct you, Jeff. I gotta correct you. I gotta correct you on this Kaepernick stuff. Kaepernick was not fired. That's not what happened. That's what people have put in their mind. Kaepernick was at the end of his contract with the San Francisco 49ers. He was playing like trash his last 2 years there. And what happened was he was still there with what's his name, right?
Listen, all those guys got jobs before him, bro. I know he was playing like trash.
Listen. Hold on. I'm trying to correct you on what you were saying. You were saying that he was fired. He wasn't fired. He asked to be released with the team. The team was not going to release him or whatever, because in his mind, he figured that he can get more on the open market being a free agent. The team did not want to release him. And then he started his protest or whatever. He started sitting down during the national anthem. He started taking the knee during the national anthem. And a reporter asked him why he was taking the knee. And that's when he said it was for the social injustice, whatever. I just believe that was the first thing that came to his mind. But that's a totally different situation. So what ended up happening was Eric Reed started taking the knee with him also, who also was on the last year of his contract. So what happened was Trump did change the narrative. He did change the narrative. They didn't start fining players for taking knees until Trump had said something. Kaepernick asked to be released because he thought he was going to be worth more money as a free agent, and they released him. After all of that stuff happened, they granted his wish. They released him. They didn't re-sign Eric Reed, and Kaepernick was blackballed. I will admit that he was blackballed. Eric Reed, they did let him back in the league. They let him back in the league. No, listen, you don't get to work a job and talk about you hate your job. You want to quit. And then finally, they're like, all right, well, you want to quit? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And then they let you go. You turn it around and play the victim. Nah, bro, it's two different things. Think about it, right? All right. And I'm not trying to take the NFL side. But all of the whole old football is my life. I love playing football so much, and I just want to play football. That's bullshit. Because if he really wanted to play football, he had a chance to go to the AFL. He had a chance to go to the XFL. He had leagues that was willing to pay him a lot of money, but he didn't want to go. Why? Because he claimed that he only wanted to play in the NFL. So,
because he's an NFL talent. Hold on. He took his team to the Super Bowl. Why shouldn't he be in the NFL? He's better than half the starters.
Look, he took the team to the Super Bowl 8 fucking years ago. You know what I'm saying?
what?
That was 8 years
So
ago.
what?
You know what I'm saying? That was
So
8
what?
years ago. And he played at the top of his game 8 years ago when he took them to the damn Super Bowl. Eli fucking Manning won 2 Super Bowls. He been playing like trash the last couple years. And he's a 2-time Super Bowl winner. So if we being realistic, then you gotta look at
Jay Cutler ever taken a team to the Super Bowl? No. But he still had a job. Had Sam Bradford taken a team to the Super Bowl? No.
Nah.
But he still had a job.
No. Yeah,
okay.
He did.
There's too many guys
but you
in
gotta,
the NFL.
Listen.
They kept over him.
I agree that he's better. Listen, I agree that he's better than a lot of people. I agree that he's better than a lot of the people that were working. But you got to look at it like this. One part of it was he was bald. Another part of it was his last time he played, he was playing like shit. The third part of it is nobody wanted the media circus that was going to come with that dude. You see what I'm saying? So it's understandable as to why
if you can sign Michael Vick
after going
out of prison, there's no bigger media circus than that. And it worked out okay. It's listen.
No. I'm not going to give you that because at the end of the day, Mike Vick didn't have the president sitting there tweeting about him. So you can't say that there's no media doing bigger than that. But even when you're absolutely right. He did. But you know what the difference? You know what the difference was? Listen, but you know what the difference was, Jeff? The difference is Vic went on a media tour and he was apologizing. And if Kaepernick would have apologized and been like, "Yo, y'all took my stuff out of context. I wasn't disrespecting the flag." Listen.
Well, then you need to apologize for
exactly. But I agree with you, Jeff. But what I'm telling you is the difference between him and Vic. The difference between him and Vic is Vic went on a whole tour apologizing, speaking at schools, talking to kids, letting them know, you know what I'm saying, that he was wrong for what he did because he actually committed a crime.
Mike Vick committed a crime, okay?
Colin
Kaepernick didn't commit any crime. It was a peaceful protest.
You're absolutely right. Listen, you're absolutely right.
And every other black person in this country
that they're now praising him for.
He wasn't sticking up for me. He wasn't sticking up for me. We're not going to go there. I look at it like this.
Are you not black?
You're
not black.
But fucking Colin Kaepernick don't represent us. To me, he's not the fucking spokesperson for black people.
No,
like,
he doesn't.
He's not the spokesperson for black people. He's not the spokesperson
for black and brown people who do not get the same justice and
white people
in this country as white people.
So my thing is this, Jeff.
And there is no justice.
My thing is this, Jeff. My thing is this. I hear that, but do you see him at any protests or marches?
Listen. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He did what he needed to do.
That's my point. Like that. What did he do though? He took a fucking knee. He tweeted a couple things.
It made it a national story.
A lot of money.
It made it a national story about police brutality.
Not really.
It was a national story.
But it wasn't enough. Yeah.
And he grew an afro. He wore a black leather jacket and he put his fist up. It's like, okay. I mean, okay. I know about all of the stuff that he's done, but where is he at right now?
He did the same thing in Germany in the Olympics, and he won the gold medal. But so what? But he still meant something. Yeah, I'm not saying what he did didn't mean anything or whatever. I'm saying is I'm not 100% sure about all of the intentions behind it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a total different thing. To the Roger Goodell thing. The president started tweeting about it, and they changed the narrative. They changed the narrative. For the military, he's disrespecting his country and the flags. It had nothing to do with that. His whole message was, police are getting away with murdering black people at an alarming rate, and I'm standing down until they are starting to get prosecuted. That's what he was talking about.
And they changed it to the flag. It was about
and they changed it to a flag thing, a military thing. This fucking coon will get up, like all kinds of shit like that.
The anthem,
He's disrespecting the anthem. The whole narrative changed. But the initial message, what he was protesting for, was that, you know what? Let's look it up.
Social injustice. It was social injustice.
Social injustice in this country. Let's find Colin Kaepernick.
But this isn't about him. It's about what Roger Goodell said. We've been on cat too long.
True.
About how I feel about what Roger Goodell said, I agree with what Sean said. I think that he's trying to cover his ass. I think that where the NFL messed up at is the very beginning. Not just Colin Kaepernick, but what about Malcolm Jenkins? Malcolm Jenkins does the same shit that Cat do. And more. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about actually being involved, it's a lot. He's not the first NFL player to sit up there and go speak on social injustice or, you know, try to have talks.
Malcolm Jenkins was a coattail rider. He did it after Colin Kaepernick, and he wanted to make.
No. Did he really do it after Colin Kaepernick, or was it wasn't publicized? Because if you really this is why I say you can't get wrapped into the media shit. Because if you do your research on him, he was doing his shit back when he played for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Which was way before all of this shit happened. This is what I'm saying. They pick and choose who they want to sit up there and they want to get attention to. Because think about it, right? Do you honestly think if it was a Malcolm Jenkins, do you think if it was an Eric Reed, if you think it was a darker-skinned NFL player that did that shit, do you think it would have got that kind of media attention?
I don't know. Now we're talking about colorism.
I don't think so. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is this. The NFL is made up of about 90% black athletes. So if you have a organization that is 90%, even if you say 80%, shit, even if you say 70% black athletes, and there's issues happening to black men all over this country, matter of fact, all over the world, because some shit happened with somebody black in Paris. This shit is happening all over the world, so it's not even just limited to just America anymore. You have, and you have, the name of your organization is the National Football League, which means that you have people from all over the nation that are playing for you. It isn't just black Americans playing there. It isn't just black guys from the hood that play in the NFL. You got people from different countries, from Ghana, from Haiti, from all over, Samoans, all kinds of people play in the NFL. So if most of your league is black, and there are issues happening that are affecting black men, that are affecting black people, that are affecting black families, that are affecting black communities, and most of your league consists of black men, how can you ignore that? How can you turn the other cheek? Now, whether or not who started the protest, who took the knee, who was actually going to the schools and bringing awareness to this, that's neither here or there. Once Colin did it, it was a problem. Once Trump said something about it, the narrative got spun. You know what I'm saying? And then it became a flag thing versus the league, and basically it was just shut up and play the game. Just like they told LeBron, somebody told LeBron to shut up and dribble. You see what I'm saying? And that's when people start looking at it like, yo, they just look at us as pieces of meat. They ain't looking at us as humans. They don't care about our feelings. They don't care about our thoughts. That's why I don't watch the NFL Combine. The NFL Combine is nothing but a meat market. If you look at it, if you look at the NFL Combine, it's very similar to a slave auction. They weigh you. They measure you. They want to see who can run the fastest. They want to see who can lift, who's the strongest. That's pretty much what the NFL Combine is. When you sit there and you look at it, it's the same thing. So what Roger Goodell should have had done and the NFL should have done, they should have been sensitive about the situations that was happening back during those times when your Trayvon Martin situations was fresh, when the Eric Garner situation, the Mike Brown situation, when those situations was happening, they should have cared about it then. They didn't want to get their hands greasy. They didn't want their hands dirty. And see, Trump,
am I still muted?
By him,
Yeah,
with Trump doing what he did as far as changing the narrative, with making it about the flag and making it seem as though Colin was against the armed forces and all of that stuff or whatever. The reason why the NFL start fining people for kneeling during the flag is for one reason and one reason only: that U.S. Army is one of the biggest supporters and financial investors in the NFL. That's what people don't know. That's what people don't realize. When you sit up there and you quote unquote disrespect that flag, that's like you fucking the money up. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? That Colin shit and Trump doing it the way he did, it was fucking the money up. And they could not afford.
Malcolm Jenkins. Let me say this real quick. Sorry to cut you off, but Malcolm Jenkins has started his foundation, and you can look it up, for social injustice, just teaching people about education and all types of stuff like that since 2010.
Mm-hmm. Before that.
So Colin Kaepernick didn't start his shit until 2016.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, I was wrong. I said correct.
I said that earlier. Now, and thank you, appreciate that, Sean. Now
I had to look it up. I had to look it up to confirm what you said.
Mm-hmm. So, but listen, I know what I'm talking about. So to go back,
I believe you.
The U.S. Armed Forces are a huge investor in that league. They donate a lot of money, as well as those other corporations, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all of these major corporations. When people were talking that BS about, oh, well, I'm boycotting the NFL, you can't boycott the NFL because you have to boycott all of these companies that support it. The same as that way people were like, oh, well, Wendy's and Target and Walmart or whoever, they giving Trump $400,000. We got to stop supporting them because they gave Trump the money. My whole thing is this. I understand why they gave Trump the money. Because if you go back and you look at when the corona shit first happened, what did he say in his press conferences? Go to these restaurants. They're going to be drive-through only. Go to Wendy's. Go to McDonald's. Go to Burger King, whatever. And what happened? People start doing it. It lines around the corner. So they're like, thanks, Trump. We appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at them. But you have to look at it, going back to the NFL, that's what was happening with the U.S. Armed Services. When they keep getting hit with, players are disrespecting the flag. They're disrespecting the flag. Now you got those higher-ups hollering at Roger, hollering at the league, hollering at the owners. What's going on? We invest a lot of money. This is not good. This is not a good look. Because when you sit up there and you think about it, one NFL game, whether you go there live or in person or whether you watch it on TV, what the fuck do you see? You see national anthem, right? You see the ships fly over the damn stadium. You see the fireworks and all of that shit go off. And what do you see a lot during the course of commercials? You see U.S. Army, U.S. Navy ads. You see, join the Marines or whatever. It's one big-ass infomercial. That's what they pay for. They pay for advertisement through the NFL. You know what I'm saying? What do they do at halftime? Or what do they do before the coin toss? They bring out some old Marine or some old Navy dude and they do the coin toss. Even in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? The armed services are very connected to the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
very connected
right.
to the NFL.
Hold up, Elijah. Hold up. No, one second. Hold up. I'm not trying to cut you off. Hold on, 1 second. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that Cap. We're gonna play exactly what Cap said. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I hope it's not too loud or anything.
To critics on Sunday. I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change. And when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand. This stand wasn't for me. This stand wasn't because I feel like I'm being put down in any kind of way. This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm going to do that for people that can't.
Dr. Tom.
I mean, this man. I don't understand what people got to like. Come on, that's exactly what he was talking about. All right, Sean, Elijah, you're back. Go ahead. Shoot.
What's the question?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Okay. What was so wrong with that?
He has a platform to speak on. Yeah.
He was talking about.
I don't think anything is. I don't think anything is wrong with what he said or whatever. But I also think that you got to look at it from a business perspective. Not saying that is right. If the league felt as though what he was doing was bad for business because like you have somebody that is an influence on the level of the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Comment and chime putting the pressure on the league. Then you have the armed forces putting the pressure on the league. You have to do something. You see what I'm saying? So that's when they instated that, if you don't stand for the flag, you're going to get fined. I think it was like $10,000 or some shit like that. But then when the players got together and they were like, yo, that's not right. You shouldn't have to be forced to have to stand on the flag. Then that's when they came with the compromise that, okay, well, if you're not going to stand for the flag, then you have to stay in the back until after it's done and it's over with. And then you can come out later. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they start doing. But then you got to ask yourself, why is it that they did that? They did that because it was going to hurt them if it was shown on TV that professional athletes were kneeling to the flag. But the one part that makes no sense about the kneeling thing and them calling it disrespectful is that you cannot find damn near anywhere in any type of sports or anything where taking a knee is a sign of disrespect. When somebody gets hurt on the field, what do? They take a knee. When somebody gets sworn in to be a knight, they take a knee. When somebody is asking for a woman's hand in marriage, they take a knee. So I don't understand where they got this. I don't understand where they get this whole taking the knee thing as a sign of disrespect or whatever. When Tim Tebow, the most religious football player there ever probably was, would take a knee after scoring a touchdown, they made that negative. When he would take a knee and act, he was praying, So wait a minute. It's negative when Tebow takes a knee and he's praying, and then it's negative when Kaepernick takes a knee because that's his. And then here's the thing about go back to Kaepernick. It was a military person who told Kaepernick to do that.
He's so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
He's disrespectful.
Exactly.
Tebow, it became a thing. Oh, he's Tebowing.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's praying.
He's praying to
God.
God.
Colin Kaepernick is just being a disrespectful Negro. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
He has no respect for the flag or the military.
Yeah.
He's probably look at this communist heathen. He don't give a fuck about this country.
Or nationalism.
But Tebow does it. It's, oh my God, it's a fad. Everybody's Tebowing. Like, come on. Come on, yo. I forgot about Tebow.
They pick and choose. They pick and choose.
Yes.
They pick and choose. It's a double standard, man. It's a double standard, and it's always going to be a double standard. It's always going to be a double standard. And if you pay attention, if you really pay attention to what the NFL has done, they have low key tried to impress certain groups of people. Think about it, right? Now, I just gave you the example with Colin Kaepernick. And that was the way that they were able to keep everything good on the up and up with the United Armed Forces, right? Well, you know the NFL got a lot of money from the LGBTQ community when they let Michael Sam in. You know what I'm saying? The first openly gay man in the NFL. He made preseason. And he played for two teams. He got drafted. He got drafted by the Rams, and then they let him go, and then he got signed by the Dallas Cowboys, and he played for the Cowboys for maybe a month, and then they let him go, and then that was it. I think he might have had a tryout somewhere else, but that was it. But that's their way of saying, hey, we did it. We did have an openly gay guy. Because he wasn't the first gay dude in the NFL. There's been other gay guys in the NFL, but to be openly gay, he was the first openly gay guy.
The other day.
I don't know. I think T.O. was just weird.
I thought he was gay. But whatever.
I really don't. I always thought he was weird. There's a couple people that is weird. I think Odell Beckham got some sugar in the tank too.
Oh, he's definitely gay. Odell Beckham is definitely gay. Odell Beckham is definitely gay. Yes. Yeah, I said it. So what?
You heard it here first on Shop Talk Radio.
I think T.O.'s gay, and I think Odell Beckham's
Breaking news. T.O. and
wide receiver.
T.O. and Odell Beckham. Hold up. Where's the breaking news sound? Where's the breaking news sound?
I'll spell it. Keep going.
Oh, damn. Can't even find the breaking news sound. There it is. There it is. All right. Odell Beckham comes out the closet. He's officially gay. And also Terrell Owens. Back to you, Elijah.
Hey, yo, wow. But yeah, I think that, you know, you gotta, like I said earlier, when we were talking about the other stuff, man, you gotta follow the money. You know what I'm saying? You want the real answers, you gotta follow the money, man. And they're not gonna let anything that they feel as though is gonna fuck the money up or that's bad for business. They're not gonna let it fly. They gonna cut it off at the knees. They're gonna cut it off at the knees. You know what I'm saying? And I think.
But if they think
I get it. Like he said, military is a big backer of the NFL.
Big backer, but somehow they let Donald Trump corrupt their minds and say that he was disrespecting the flag and the country and the military.
And that's
and
why.
then that's what stuck. That's what flew. 4 years later, he played another snap in the NFL, and here we are.
He lost.
The murder of an innocent man before fucking
listen.
people see and understand exactly what he's talking about.
A lot of that stuff that he stood up for, or should I even say stood down for, a lot of that stuff went out the window when he took that check. A lot of stuff went out the window when he took that check.
When he basically sued him, he got that lawsuit, which is cool. Listen, you can't knock a man for getting his money when you deprive me. Listen, I'm not trying to take your money, but when you blackball me for whatever because I took a knee, now I'm being pariahed. Like I'm a pariah now. Like now I'm a cancer in the locker room because I'm standing up for racial injustice in this country. That makes me toxic. Come on. And then they got the nerve to say that the NFL is not racist. It's a joke. It's a joke. You don't want to bring it up.
Listen, man. We all. But these are things that like open-minded people are able to figure out. You see what I'm saying? Like open-minded people are able to figure out certain things. Like you're only worth what you're worth to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's pieces. Once you're not worth anything to them anymore, they let you go. You see what I'm saying? My thing with him is okay, you stood up for all of this stuff, you sued him, you got your check, but 9 times out of 10, it came with a clause where you couldn't, bash him or say anything like that. You can't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave you a workout. You know what I'm saying? They said, you know what, we're going to give him a workout because everybody's talking about, we ain't give him a chance and we blackballed him or whatever. So they give him the check, and then after they give him the check, they give him the workout. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you switch the location. Now, y'all want me to work out there? No, I don't want to work out there. I'm going to work out over here. Y'all going to come see me over here if y'all want me to work out. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Kunta Kinte shirt on and all this other stuff, and it's just like, all right, bro. Like, you know what? We good. We off it. Like we tried.
I didn't like that either, bro. I didn't like that.
you like you doing too much. And then it's like, oh, by the way, I got these new Kaepernick Air Max coming out. You know what I'm saying? Cop like, come on, man. Like, what are you? Like,
I agree.
What are you really doing, man? You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I don't understand, right? Why is it that it takes somebody like Jay-Z to come to the NFL and work out a partnership where, you know, they working on ways to better the relationship with cops and athletes and stuff like that. Like, these are things that I feel as though people like Cap should have been doing. Because once you sued them and they paid you, it should have been, okay, listen, I don't want to have to bash y'all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I don't even want to play on those teams. I want to work with y'all to put together a community, a committee that works on, you know, helping kids in the inner city, doing things like that or whatever, where I don't have to just be coming out of my own pocket for these charities and these foundations, and we can, you know, fund the movements and fund the organizations that are working on putting things together, you know, to help fix the broken bond that's there. If he would have did that, he could have been like some type of ambassador and all of that stuff. People would have been like, yo, all right, he's making moves. He's attacking from inside, which I mentioned earlier is the type of things that we have to do. You see what I'm saying? But somebody else comes, like Jay-Z comes to do it, and then it's like, oh, he sold Kaepernick out, or, you know, they ain't on the same page and all this other stuff or whatever. It's just like, yo, you have to do more than just taking the knee. That's why I said, like, all right, what did he do? Listen, my wife is a huge Colin Kaepernick fan, especially for all the stuff that he's done. And we go back and forth about all the time. Listen, my whole thing is I do not care how much money you donated, because that shit is tax write-off anyway. So you could donate all of the money to all of the organizations and foundations and shit that you want. My whole thing is when the shit hits the fan, we need to see you on the front lines. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, where are these people at? You see what I'm saying? Like, don't just send a tweet, oh, that's messed up, or this is whatever. Like, where are you at? How come people aren't seeing you with a bullhorn speaking? You know what I'm saying? Giving people inspiration, giving people motivation. This is the type of stuff that needs to be happening. I mean, we're seeing the black dude from Star Wars do it. He said, shit, I might lose my career, but fuck it. They mistreating my people over here in Paris. It's not cool. Michael B. Jordan.
I don't know his name. I seen him out there getting jiggy with what's going on. We got 19 minutes left, so hold up.
No, we don't. It's another hour.
Yo,
We got 19 minutes.
Slim. I want to say this real quick. Yo, Colin Kaepernick, after he took the 49ers to the Super Bowl, his record as a starting quarterback was 11-24 after that.
Chip Kelly was coordinator.
11-20.
After he lost hardball. After he lost head coach, okay?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and that's part of the reason. And that's part of the reason why he lost his job. Any quarterback that is 11-24 is a starter.
He's still good enough to play in the NFL. Now look at Sam Bradford's record.
He wasn't going to take a. You think he would have took a backup role after he took his team to the Super Bowl?
Look at Sam Bradford's. With the right coordinator, he showed you that. With the right head coach, he showed you that. But look at Sam Bradford. Look at Sam Bradford's record between those same times. Okay, you can't tell me that Colin Kaepernick's not better than Lamar Jackson. He was better than Lamar Jackson. He was.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, you're tripping, bro. You're tripping, bro.
How can you say that?
He wasn't. He wasn't. And the boy only played 1 year. Stop it. What year did Kaepernick have he's better than Lamar Jackson this year? What year?
Yo, shut his mic off. Kim, shut his mic off.
Yeah. Jeff is bugging. He must got some J on there.
You're trying to tell me that Colin Kaepernick's year that he took the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl.
No, he was not better. No, he was not better, bro. No, he wasn't better. And he had he wasn't better, and he had a better supporting cast.
Lamar Jackson had a good year. Lamar Jackson had a good fucking team, man. Lamar Jackson had a good year this year. Yes. Okay.
He was MVP. Let me ask you this. How many MVPs Kaepernick got?
Listen, Kaepernick. How many Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls did Lamar Jackson How many playoff games did Kaepernick?
Kaepernick went to as many Super Bowls as fucking Donovan McNabb. So what are we talking about?
Okay, and
what are we? And Steve McNabb. What are we talking about?
I'm telling you that Colin Kaepernick's rookie season, basically, it was his second year. Colin Kaepernick's rookie season, his first year starting.
Listen.
And Lamar Jackson's first year
Colin
starting.
Kaepernick, listen. That year, listen. The year that Colin Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl, he didn't have a better year than Lamar Jackson this past year, and he didn't have a better year than Pat Mahomes the year before.
Wait, hold up. We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about Lamar Jackson. I said Lamar Jackson. I'm just telling you. Colin Kaepernick had his first 2 seasons in the league was better than Lamar Jackson's.
No, not at all.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson only had 1 year in the league.
Lamar Jackson's been in the league. This is his 3rd year.
No, it's not his 3rd year.
No, it's not.
Oh, God. He only played 1 year. This is about to be his 2nd year.
Are you guys watch football?
No.
Oh, man.
Lamar Jackson
You know what? Jeff is absolutely right. I forgot because Joe Flacco was there. His MVP year was his best year. And you're absolutely right. So if you're going to say off of first year, Kaepernick probably had a better first year than Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Lamar Jackson's second year, the MVP season, is better than any year that Kaepernick had, including the Super Bowl season.
True. But listen, who won playoff games? Okay? Lamar Jackson has not won a playoff game. Colin Kaepernick
he only started one season. He only started one season, though.
Kaepernick's
so,
first
I mean, you
year
can't compare them.
His first year starting, he took his team to the NFC Championship game. His first year starting. His first year.
He was Kaepernick was 4-2. 4-2 in his playoff game.
He came in after Al Smith got hurt. He took the team to the Super Bowl. Okay? Don't tell me he's not better than Lamar Jackson. He wasn't better than Lamar Jackson.
No, he took the team to the Super Bowl. Listen. The dude from the Rams, that bum, he took the Rams to the Super Bowl, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, stop it. Stop acting like Kaepernick didn't have a high-powered team, bro. Stop acting like he didn't have Patrick Willis, Frank Gore. Stop acting like he had Randy Moss, all of them jokers on there. He had Pierre Garçon. He had damn Vernon Davis and all of them jokers on the team, man. Cut the shit, man.
Randy Moss is 75 years old,
man.
Yeah, Randy Moss is 75 years old. Who was his number one starting receiver? Michael Crabtree? Come on, bro. Stop it.
Crabtree. He had Pierre Garçon. He had a nice team, bro. Cut the shit. Yeah, good team. He played with some Hall of Famers, man.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Frank Gore.
Randy Moss is a Hall of Famer, man. Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer, man. Come on, man. Like, stop it.
He is. I guess he is. I guess I have to admit that because I mean he's played forever and he's got a bunch of bullshit yardage and stats that don't mean nothing. But okay, I'll give Frank Gore.
How much you losing that bowl, man?
I don't like Frank Gore.
He used to.
I don't like Frank Gore. I don't like Frank Gore.
I think he's overrated.
I mean, what Hall of Famer? Crabtree's not a Hall of Famer. That was his number one receiver. Anquan Bolden came and played his second year starting, but his first year he took over for Alex Smith, which was his second year. It was basically his rookie year starting. Took him to the Super Bowl. Next year, took him to the NFC Championship game. And, NFC Championship game. Don't act like Kaepernick is a bum, bro. He wasn't. He fell apart.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he was a bum. I'm just saying that.
All right, so don't act like he was a bum.
I thought he got benched before they got rid of Harbaugh, though.
No, he didn't. And
then he lose his job. Wait, didn't he lose his job to Alex Smith, and then Alex Smith got traded?
No. Alex Smith lost his job to him.
I know, but I thought that I could have sworn right before Alex Smith got traded that he had got his starting job back.
No, they traded Alex Smith to Kansas City because Kaepernick was the starter. Kaepernick's first couple years in the league was better than Lamar Jackson's. I'm sorry.
What year did Alex Smith get traded? What year did Alex Smith get traded?
Alex Smith got traded. Oh, God. He got traded the year after Kaepernick took him to the Super Bowl. So that was the year that Andy Reid got fired for
2013?
The year that Andy Reid got fired from the Eagles. That was his first move that he did, was trade for Alex Smith.
Andy Reid got fired in what, like 2013?
There we go. Chip Kelly's first year, Andy Reid's first year in Kansas City.
Colin Kaepernick was 5-12. He was 17-6 in his first 2 seasons, and Lamar Jackson is 19-3.
Okay. You're laughing about 2 games. And hold up, you're laughing about 2 games.
But you're
laughing about 2 games.
Yo, he's still better, man.
He's not better. He doesn't have the playoff wins. Lamar Jackson does not have the playoff wins. He doesn't. None. Okay. Not one. None.
But he's 0-2 in the playoffs. He's 0-2 in the playoffs, yes.
Who cares? He lost to the Chargers at home, and he just lost to – who did he just lose to at home? Who the hell beat them? Tennessee.
But I mean,
he lost to Tennessee at home.
But listen, in his defense, that Baltimore defense wasn't the same, bro. Tennessee ran all over that Baltimore defense. That don't have nothing to do with Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson played like shit in the playoffs. I don't want to hear it. Lamar Jackson played like crap. No. Colin Kaepernick's first 2 seasons as a starter in the NFL was way better than Lamar Jackson's, playoff-wise and league-wise. He was a Green Bay.
League-wise, we just showed you. He just proved to you that he was 2 games under Lamar league-wise.
In the playoffs and beat Aaron Rodgers head-to-head. The 13-3 Aaron Rodgers. Okay?
Was Aaron Rodgers hurt that season? Was he 100% healthy that season?
No, Aaron Rodgers. Colin Kaepernick beat Aaron Rodgers twice in the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers been hurt since he won the damn Super Bowl in 2011.
Stop it. Don't give me that bullshit.
Well, they're in the same division. They're in the same division.
Colin Kaepernick in the first couple years. I'm sorry. You don't get that. You can't get that.
So, all right. So he
stats.
Yes,
not playoff-wise. Not leader-wise.
But Colin Kaepernick lost to fucking Joe Flacco in the Super Bowl, man.
Joe Flacco was on fire.
Come on, man. Fucking Joe Flacco
was on fire. Joe Flacco threw 11 touchdowns, no interceptions in that playoff run.
Joe Flacco was a little bit better than Trent Dilfer. Like, stop it.
No, you're wrong. Joe Flacco made it to multiple championship games, okay? Trent Dilfer made it to 1.
He did.
He outplayed Tom Brady multiple times in the playoffs. Joe Flacco beat Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, and then Tom Brady to make it to that Super Bowl. So don't act like he just rode a wave. He outplayed all of them.
Listen,
the year before that, where Lee Evans dropped that touchdown, and then the fucking kicker misses a 20-yard field goal, Joe Flacco outplayed Tom Brady. So don't act like Joe Flacco's some scrub. Sorry, not getting that.
Joe Flacco is some scrub. He is a scrub.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. I know he went to Denver. I think they cut him. Like, I
don't care who he is now. I'm talking about when he first came into the league. I'm talking about his first 5 seasons.
He's the backup for who?
He won playoff games every year.
He's the backup for the Jets. Oh, man, his career is over. He's the backup for the fucking
Jets. It's over now. Who cares? I'm just talking about you cannot deny what he did already. You can't. Joe
Bro,
Flacco.
he had
Joe
the fucking number one defense with him, bro. Look, he had fucking.
They wasn't the number one
Ray
defense
Lewis,
when he was on
bro.
that team.
Come
They were
on,
not the
man.
number one
Like,
defense
cut,
on that team.
cut.
No.
They was the top
No.
5, top
No.
3 when they played San Francisco.
Ravens.
Fuck
That was
outta
not
here,
the 2000
man.
Ravens. It wasn't.
It wasn't the 2000 Ravens. It was the 2012. You know what I'm saying?
The 2012 Ravens. The 2012 Ravens and beyond was driven by offense. Ray Rice.
After
Flacco.
Listen.
Torrey Smith.
I forgot about him. They had Ray Rice, Torrey Smith. Look, all of these good ass players that he fucking had, bro. Come on, man. He even had what's that? Willis McGahee for a little bit. He got a couple years out of Ricky Williams. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, the year they had Ricky Williams is the year that he outplayed. They made it to the championship game and lost because the kicker missed a fucking 20-yard field goal. And Lee Evans dropped a touchdown in the end zone. So
you really trying to have a conversation about Joe Flacco?
Trent Dilfer, because that's not true. That's not true.
Bro, they both went to the Super Bowl with it. Listen, they both won the Super Bowl with an amazing defense and fucking won. What? Like, they both won the Super Bowl with amazing defense and they won, and it was the same team. Now, the 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense was way better than the 2012, but we're not gonna act like that 2012 Ravens defense wasn't a tough defense, man. It was a tough defense.
They were good, bro. They were good. They weren't great. They were good. Not great.
I think they had Bernard Pollard too when they won. They had a real good defense, man. Like,
they had Bernard Pollard. They had Bernard Pollard. They had Ed Reed. They had
come on, man. Look, all these Hall of Famers, man. Like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs. Like, come on, man.
Listen, the year after the Ravens won that Super Bowl, they released all them old guys. They had Bernard Ellerbe. They had what's his name?
Yeah, after they won that Super Bowl, that's when the Ravens fell off. That's when that defense fell off.
They had a lot of good guys, but don't act like it was the defense that led them to that Super Bowl, man. It didn't. It was the offense.
Come on, man.
It was the
offense.
Come
on.
Who beat who? The defense gave up 35 points to Peyton Manning. 35 points in Denver. Who won that game?
Man, it was fucking good.
Jacoby Jones.
Man,
who won? Who made that throw?
Man, one of the best ones.
Okay, I'm just saying. It was that team was driven by offense, bro. They beat Andrew Luck at home. Then they went on the road and beat Manning. Then they went
How many touchdowns did Kaepernick throw in that Super Bowl against the Ravens?
Man, I don't remember. I know he ran one in.
Yeah, I remember. I remember it was a point game. He was looking like he was having a shitty game. Like the defense wasn't playing.
He had a shitty first half. Listen, I'm just saying we're not gonna sit here and poo-poo Kaepernick, bro. He's better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Who did he lose his job to though? Before the whole
his job
taking the knee.
Oh, you talking about when he got benched?
He wasn't starting when he took the knee. He was already on the fucking bench.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes,
he was not the starter when he took the knee. He wasn't the starter, man.
So about not Blake Bortles, the guy before Blake Bortles.
Who was it? Blaine Gabbler or whatever the hell.
Blaine Gabbert.
This is terrible.
Yeah, he lost his job to Blaine Gabbert, but that was under Chip Kelly, though, bro. Like, who cares? Yeah, he traded Nick Foles. He traded Nick Foles for fucking Sam Bradford.
Yeah, he traded everybody. He traded Sean Jackson and McCoy.
For a beat-up linebacker with two bad knees. Like, I don't want to hear anything. I'm not judging the man off of that.
When the 49ers lost to the Ravens in the Super Bowl, guess what the 49ers defense was ranked?
Number 1.
Second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, try to tell him he had his Kaepernick had his stats.
Joe Flacco is a bum really, but he did beat the number 2 offense. I mean, number 2 defense in the Super Bowl. So
carved them alive. Carved them.
So he had.
What was the Ravens defense ranked that year though?
Bolton had a touchdown.
The Ravens defense. The Ravens defense was ranked number 11.
Okay. Thank you.
So they was on
Thank you.